So, when did your mother, if she was able to take care of your grandma, did she get better
Yes, she got better.
when she left too?
Yes, she got better.
Hmm.
I mean, she had headaches. She still had all of it, but she was not debilitated. And I really felt like like there were some shady things going on. I really felt like she was going to be forced to OD, was what I was. And my dad had come to us when we were teenagers and says, "Your mom's going to die tonight." And we were like, "Really?" And it's like, "Yeah, the Lord's going to take her tonight. You need to go in there and say goodbye." So we had this whole production and we're saying goodbye. And
Sounds like
she
premeditated.
didn't pass. She woke up
Hmm.
and he was ticked off,
Probably made him extremely
very mad. And
angry.
after that, he was like, "She's moving out of the room." Da da da. Like I had to share a room with my mom after that. And as he's taking her friend into this, you know what I'm saying? The situation. They get married right away. It's crazy.
That
It was
is,
so crazy. That whole experience was insanity.
I wanted to ask that because at the end of my relationship with abuser number two, I think I shared with you, I had three, I used to get migraines all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I had three towards the end that were so bad I begged to go to the ER because I don't know if a stroke is painful or not, but my head hurt so I thought I was going to die. And the first time it happened, I don't remember if that's when I asked to go to the emergency room or not, or if it was the second time. But by the third time, he had obviously refused, and I remember laying in bed and I was bawling.
It's awful.
And all I could say is, God, if you let me live till tomorrow, I promise I will make things better. And that was the next day I woke up, and that's when I started journaling
Mm,
because I had to get this out. I think it was eating me up
yeah,
inside.
yeah.
And that was the last time I ever had a headache like that.
Well, and that's why I think I ended up with this cancers. I think
Hmm.
we absorb all of that toxicity in
Yep.
our bodies. And once I got finally through all of it and I was able to heal, like it expelled
Hmm.
out of me.
Yeah, I believe that very much. So it's
I don't have any medical degree, obviously. So, but that in my mind, I'm just trying to think of our bodies do keep a score,
yeah,
and they do keep. I do know that I have fibromyalgia because I was in the fight or flight too long, and my body was constantly releasing those chemicals that are not supposed to be releasing
every
until
day,
you
all day
have,
long.
yes, they're not all day every day for the whole
Hmm.
for 20 years.
Yeah, I'm very much the same. We've talked about this before, not on the podcast, but I have zero cortisol.
Right.
Like if the normal is, let's say,
You're
30, I'm 0.03. And it's kind of funny, not haha funny, more maybe ironic, but my doctor, I had basically the same doctor all through my years of needing a
mm,
gynecologist,
nice. That's
obstetrician.
nice.
And she's like, I think they ran the test twice because they couldn't believe
Oh wow.
that it was so low.
Yeah.
And all she could say to me is, how are you functioning?
Right.
Because I was only sleeping maybe 3 to 5 hours max.
Yeah.
I was go, 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 go all day long. And it wasn't until just these last few months that I noticed that I have very low energy.
Mm.
So I'm pretty sure it's a result
Relate
of,
to that.
mm-hmm.
Is there any way or anything that they can do to help support you with that?
That's a good question. At the time, I didn't want any because I did not feel I needed it.
Yeah.
But as I'm getting
And
older,
the depletion continuing being
and the
depleted.
healing, I think, also allows me to be that way. We're not such a fight or flight all the time
Yeah.
because 20 years in that kind of a situation
It's
it
harsh.
really does take a toll on your body.
It really does.
So I'll find out eventually. I'll probably end up going back to the doctor and having some blood tests
Yeah.
done because I am curious too. I don't know if cortisol replenishes.
I don't even know.
I don't either.
I know that I can't get rid of the fibromyalgia
Mm-hmm.
ever.
Yeah.
And so it's almost frustrating a little bit, just because it's not fair.
Mm-mm.
It's not fair. I didn't ask to be born in this situation. I didn't ask to be in that situation for that long.
Yep.
I used to say I shouldn't have to fight like this. I shouldn't have to. And I used to feel that way, but I don't feel as much that way now, but I mean,
No.
I think anybody would feel that way, and that's a normal way to feel. And you have to kind of go through that, accept that anger about it, because
Mm-hmm.
it's okay to be mad about it. You just can't wallow in it. You
Yeah.
just can't live forever in it. You
I
have to get out.
I definitely agree. And I always try to tell people, I used to tell myself probably 1,000 times a day, I'm going to be better, not bitter.
There you go.
I refuse to be bitter. But it's hard sometimes not to, because you see things differently for other people. And this is probably one of the worst things a person can do, is not compare, but see something like a wonderful relationship or happy families, and then, like, I would always be like, why'd I get the short end of the stick?
Right. Yeah.
You
I mean, you
know?
just do. You just especially when you're depressed and you're sad, that's where your mind can easily go, just
Hmm.
because you are feeling sad.
I agree. But, I am very thankful for all of my journey,
Yes,
because
better not bitter.
I love
Same here.
I love who I am.
I do too.
I mean, we all have days, but for the most part, I really am grateful for what I've been through,
I am
because
too.
I would not be as strong as I am. I would not be as wise as I am.
Yeah.
And I would not have the desire to constantly be better.
Yeah. And that's true for me as well. I don't like what happened. I don't think that's fair that that happened, but you can't change it. You can't go
Mm-mm.
back. It is what it is. So now I can just take that and be the best version that I need to be of myself, be better with other people, um, continue to have the Lord in my focal point,
Mm-hmm.
and just be loving and kind to people. Like I mentioned before, I don't go to church, but I'm highly spiritual, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
so thankful that I did not lose that, because I could have easily lost that
Yep.
and believed that God was punishing me and that he hated me. And I'm so thankful that I don't have to live like that, because he really is my rock and supports me every day. I turn to him all the time. Granted, you don't always get what you're asking for. Sometimes you have blessings in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you're being done a favor. You just don't know.
And what you're asking for may not be what you need.
Exactly.
That is a hard lesson to
Yeah.
learn. I've had to learn that. But the one thing I think both of us can agree on is our journey has made us into people who we are today in order to help others.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of survivors, they want to help others. And that is such a gift to have,
I mean, it's
because,
really true. You do want to help others. That's the heart, to help.
yep, someone once told me, and this has stuck with me for so many years, if you help one person, you help 1,000. And I'm not really sure how that all works, but I do truly believe it. And uh, we talk about being on social media, and I have a nonprofit, Camp Boudica, that we also kind of incorporate into all this. That has just taken off like crazy. And the women that I am talking to in meeting, oh my goodness, I would have never had the blessing to do that had I not been in the situation I'm in.
Yeah.
And I will be honest, I just started that for just a little resource, but it's my best social media.
That's so good.
And it's so cool. And the way that women come together and the way we support each other, even though we don't know who the hell each other are.
And we want to support the men out there too that are
Yes.
struggling. Men who
Yes.
feel like they don't have anywhere to turn, or you don't have a support group. You can't find anywhere to reach out. Please reach out if you need someone to talk to, someone who can understand, because that's what we
Yes.
do. We hear you, we see you, and you're not alone.
Never. We are always, you can reach us somehow, either through social media. our email, a message on YouTube. Granted, we do work and we do have lives, so if we don't respond to you immediately, please don't give up. We will. Um,
We will.
but we just want to make it very clear you're not alone. Male, female, young, old, it doesn't matter. Abuse is abuse. And in order and to be able to have a support group can make all the difference in the world, which I don't think either one of us really had. Kind of just had
No,
ourselves.
I didn't have a support group that made sense for me.
Mm-mm.
I didn't have anybody that understood. I had no one that I could pull together. Oh my gosh, that happened to me, or I totally relate. And so
Mm-mm.
I think it's hard sometimes to feel like you can find support because your situation might be just too off. But don't be afraid. Feel free to call us or reach out. We do have our phone number out there that you can call, message us if you need any help. If there's a thing, something that we can do to help and support you, we will find out. We
Or
will
if you have
find the answers.
if you have questions for resources, anything that can get you to a better place,
Yeah.
we will help with, or we will do our best to steer you in the right direction. And two, it doesn't matter the type of abuse, abuse is abuse.
Yeah.
And nobody should have to endure it.
And maybe you're experiencing something you don't know if it is abuse because,
Mm-hmm.
like I said last week, when you look at through rose-colored glasses, you can't see the red flags. So
Mm-hmm.
if it's something you're experiencing that you're not sure, reach out.
Yeah. Well, and for Michelle, she grew up in it. So I would imagine for you, you weren't even sure that it was wrong. You just thought it was everybody lived that way.
Yes, I did. I thought that was
Mm-hmm.
just how everybody's parents
Yeah.
were.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I was very naive in relationships, and I just thought that's what men
Oh, I
do.
so was after that. I had
Mm-hmm.
no idea. So I was making all kinds of mistakes with boyfriends,
Yeah, yeah, and it's hard
relationships.
because
Yeah.
narcissists are very charming and they're very manipulative.
And they look for weakness.
Mm-hmm.
They look for. So what we do, especially when you've been abused, is you constantly make allowances.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what narcissists like,
Yep.
because they'll be mean to you and you'll forgive them. They'll be mean to you and you'll forgive them.
They love empaths.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm. Very much so, and
Yeah.
that's sad because an
You're a
empath
target.
is a gift. Yeah,
Yeah. They
definitely.
almost make you feel like that gift is your curse.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it is in a way
Yeah.
because we are targets.
Right.
But you don't have to be a target. You can educate yourself. Education, knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And once you've gotten to that point and you feel good, the hard part is you can spot people. You can see the red flags.
Yeah.
And for me, it's very hard to be around a lot of people because you cannot unsee what you know.
Yeah.
And so,
But you should also, if someone shows you who they are, believe them.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Thank you. You know, I tell a lot of people that I talk to who, a lot of people confide in me. I don't really know why, but I love it. And I always tell people if they have someone who's a loved one that's being abused or they think it, I say this: when you hear a story that sounds so hard to believe it. Because of the victims or the survivors, they don't make that shit up.
No, nobody wants to have that happen to
Mm-mm.
them.
And if they're telling you something that you cannot wrap your mind around because you've never experienced it,
Yeah.
please don't doubt them
Just give them the benefit of the doubt and just validate what they're saying.
and support them
Yeah.
the best you can. But this is it. I think we're going to be done for
Yeah.
today.
Thank
and
you.
We will see you next week. And again, remember, you're not alone.
You're not alone.
And there's always someone there to help you or to support you.
Yeah.
Definitely. But anyway,
Thank
have
you.
a great day.
Have a good day.